Anthony Budo, Journey Evolution, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the quote, "We can't run and we can't hide from ourselves because everywhere we go, we're there." So are you ready? Let's go. All right, here we are. Let's do this. I want to start out by asking you, do you ever try to run away from your thoughts? Have you ever tried to hide who you are? Do you avoid the person that you see in the mirror? Take a few minutes and think about how often you try to run away from certain thoughts in your head. Or you avoid being yourself because you want to fit in or receive acceptance from others. The minute I saw this quote, I was like, yes, because I was able to immediately relate to it. It's so powerful, yet so unrealized by many of us. Often we try to avoid our feelings, our thoughts, our emotions with the hope that they're going to go away. We try to avoid who we truly are and attempt to squeeze ourselves in that rigid mold that society, our family, and others want us to fit in. However, the avoidance tactics that we use to run and hide from ourselves, they simply don't work. You can't run away from something if it's right there, side by side, step by step. And that's how our thoughts are. That's how our emotions are. They're with us all the time. So what can you do if you're trying to shake whatever is inside your mind or whatever you're trying to outrun? What can you do? Instead of trying to outrun it or avoid it, stop and take the time to confront it. Once you do that, you begin to accept it and you're able to resolve it as opposed to running and hiding from it. Because you might be able to run and hide for like this much time or maybe like even that much time, but eventually it's going to catch up. It will catch you. Well, you might say, Anthony, well, that's easy for you to say. That's easier said than done. Those thoughts, those emotions, they hurt. They don't feel good. And I get it. I totally get it. But think about this. If you try to run away from those things, if you try to hide from that, how does that serve you? It's only going to cause more stress. It's only going to cause more anxiety, more frustration, resentment. When you're able to confront it and see what's really going on, then you can look at ways to resolve it. So ask yourself right now, are there any thoughts in your head that you're trying to run away from? Are there any emotions that you're trying to avoid and run away from? Are you looking for that perfect hiding spot so you don't have to deal with the thing that's going on internally? If so, take a second right now. Pause the video if you need to. Just stop, write it down. Grab a piece of paper, write it down exactly what it is. I want you to see it staring back at you. And I don't want you to judge it. It's not about judging. You've heard me say before, it's not about judging. It's coming from a place of curiosity. Be curious, be inquisitive. Realize that once you write it down, you see what's going on. You recognize it. It can't hurt you anymore because you are choosing at that moment to take back your personal power. You're taking back the power that you were giving to that emotion or to that thought by trying to run away from it. But the chase is over. And I got to tell you from my own past experience, when I stopped running away from my insecurities, when I stopped running away from my flaws, my negative self-perception, it was like a surge of energy rushed through me. I began to get to know the person I was running away from, and I realized that there was nothing wrong with the person to begin with. I turned that game of hide and seek into a game of getting to know you. Whether that sounds corny or not, it's true. And you know what? It's a much easier game to play. So I ask you again, what, if anything, are you running away from? Is it really as bad as you think? If you were to face that right now, whatever those thoughts were, those emotions, whatever it is, if you were to face it right now, is it actually as bad as you think it is? We all go through struggles. We all suffer losses. We all face challenges. Getting knocked down, shoved back, pushed aside, well, that's part of life. But you get to choose what to do next. If you get pushed down 7 times, well, then get up 8. So leave me a comment and let me know, what is it for you? Is there a thought you're running away from, an emotion? What is it that you are running away from? And how can you now stop and recognize it and start working on resolving it? Because once you do that, whatever pain or anxiety or frustration or stress you're feeling, it's going to go away. So leave me a comment, let me know, and remember, you're not alone on this journey. Together, we can become stronger individuals, educate, engage, evolve, and I will see you soon.